A beautiful rendition of our national anthem here at Veterans Field in Chatham, and it's almost time for baseball. Lineups go as follows for YD, who will be hitting first. Goes Phoenix Call batting first and playing center field. Lucas Franco, the shortstop, batting second. Armando Briseño batting third and playing first base for the first time this season. Kevin Takeuchi playing third and batting fourth. Jace Tharnish slotted up in the order in his second start with the Sox this season. He's playing left field and batting fifth. Tommy Gooden batting sixth and is the DH today. 7, 8, 9 goes Jake Souders, the right fielder, Cole Hansen, the catcher, and Colin Guerra making his team debut in the 9 spot.
Interested to see Tommy Gooden and Jake Souders slotted at 6th and 7th in the YD order. We, of course, for so long this season, got used to them right in the heart of the order at 3 and 4. I'm not really sure in terms of the motive behind it by Scott Pickler. Maybe just trying to mix it up before the playoffs, see if, bringing on some of these new guys like Armando Briseño and Jace Tharnish, having them hit higher in the order, get them some more at-bats, get more looks at them before we get to August. But definitely interesting to have Gooden and Souders slotted down a little bit, and we've seen that now the last couple of nights.
On the mound for Chatham today to start it out is Christian Chatterton, a junior right-hander, 6 feet, 202 pounds. From Auburn, making his 4th appearance, 3rd start this summer. He's thrown 8 innings with a 1-1 record, a 5.63 ERA, 12 strikeouts, but 7 walks and a hit by pitch. So control is going to be a key factor for him. He's a primary changeup thrower. His fastball tops out at 92. And he also mixes in a curveball and occasionally a slider, but it's kind of unique to not have a primary fastball.
It certainly is. We'll see how YD handles him. It's interesting. Chatham obviously had, just a fantastic starting pitching staff for a majority of this summer earlier on in the season, and it led to a lot of wins for them there in late June. They really got hot behind guys like Angel Cervantes and a couple other starters they had who were really throwing the ball well. Cervantes, of course, YD fans should remember from the 4th night of the season when he dominated against the Sox here at Veterans Field. But for the Anglers, just like with YD and all the other teams across the Cape, there's pitching turnover. Guys hit innings limits and they leave the Cape to go and enjoy their summer in other ways before going back to school to get back into the baseball grind. And so it's guys from smaller schools now, which we of course see tonight on the YD side and which we'll see out of the bullpen on both sides in this one, but that's just the nature of the beast.
Defensively for Chatham today, left to right in the outfield, it goes Cole Johnson in left. The center fielder is Armani Guzman, and the right fielder is Jamie Palmise. Around the horn in the infield, it's Cam Pruitt at third. Jack Bell is the shortstop. Ty Peoples is the second baseman. And Tyler Howe is playing first. Eddie Marshall behind the plate, and some unfamiliar faces for Chatham in YD's sense. YD's played this team 3 times, and guys like Harlan Hovatter, Junior Lewacki, Rob Rispoli not in the lineup today for the A's.
They've lost a lot. Chatham's just trying to hang on to that 4th spot and not let Orleans catch up in the standings.
Phoenix Call is ready to go in the right-hander's batter's box. He's wearing the YD Road Red jerseys with navy blue numbers, white trim around them. YD layered vertically on the left chest. Chatham wearing the home whites. Anglers in blue across the chest. As Chatterton out of the windup delivers the first pitch of the game. It's a fastball for a called strike on the outer half.
Phoenix Call back leading off tonight. He's been a spark plug for YD this month. He has just gotten better and better with the bat as the season's gone on.
The 0-1 pitch, a fastball inside at 94. From Chatterton, Call struggled a little bit on the hitting side of things in June, but he's impossible to take out of the lineup with his defensive ability. But since picking it up in July, he's been a mainstay. The 1-1, a breaking ball outside. It's 2-1.
Just plays with such a free spirit, such joy. He's a pleasure for this coaching staff to coach. They always talk about how much they love him.
2-1 from Chatterton. Call sees it below the knees for ball 3. In the month of July, Phoenix is hitting .333 with a .914 OPS as Chatterton out of the windup gives the 3-1 and Call fouls it into the netting behind the plate. He's driven in 6 in the month. He's doubled 3 times and tripled once. In June, he hit 146 with a 446 OPS. Counts full, and Chatterton deals the payoff. Call, a ground ball stabbed at the mound by Chatterton. Underhand flip to first. Howe on the receiving end. And there's the first out of the game.
Pretty decent contact by Phoenix Call. He didn't hit that ground ball too hard, but he got a pretty good piece of it. But just good reaction time on the mound by Chatterton to reach out to his glove side and, as you said, stab it and make the easy flip to first base.
Call down on the 1-3 ground out, and Lucas Franco steps in the lefty batter's box. Chatterton's first offering, a fastball at chest level for ball one. Franco has slowed down a little bit, but he's dropped his batting average to a measly .395 in 43 at-bats. The 1-0 pitch. A fastball in the inner half, called a ball inside by Rick Force. Force behind the plate. Mike Rabideau, the first base umpire. J.C. Fernandez, the third base umpire. 2-0 pitch to Franco, and Lucas pops it up foul behind the plate and out of play. It's 2-1.
When a couple of game semi-cold stretch causes your batting average to fall to .395, that's a sign that it had been going pretty well for you.
He came in about 2 or 3 weeks into the season, singled in his first at bat, and never slowed down. He was hitting .450 up until about mid last week. 2-1 to him is a curveball that catches the outer corner. It's 2-2.
And another guy on this YD team, maybe more so than anybody else, that just plays with an infectious confidence.
Chatterton's 2-2. A fastball for a called strike 3. No doubt about that one. Franco immediately turned his back and started walking back to the first base YD dugout. First strikeout of the day for Chatterton, and 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first brings up Armando Briseño.
Lucas Franco must have just not been looking for a fastball, because if he was, then there's no reason not to swing at that one. That one was in the zone the whole way, but he let it go by, and he's retired on strikes.
First pitch to Briseño in the dirt for ball one. Armando is a late arrival to this team. He came in for the playoff push and the second half push. He was here last year and hit .339 in 17 games in the 2025 summer for YD. It's Chatterton's 1-0 is a changeup high, 2-0. Briseño has done much of the same. He's come in and immediately produced. He's hitting .429, 6 for 14 this season. The 2-0 pitch. Briseño takes outside for ball 3 on the fastball. All the new guys, Briseño, Ryder Robinson, Cade Carr, they've produced immediately, and they've been big helps to this team in the final quarter of the season. Chatterton out of the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Low for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Armando Briseño. And the inning will continue with 2 down for Kevin Takeuchi.
The Cape League season often comes down to how good is your second wave of players. The managers and general managers across the league know that. It's not so much who you can bring in off the top, but it's who you finish the year with that it decides things, obviously, in the playoffs. And YD thinks they have a good crop in that regard.
On paper, it's certainly one of the best groups in this league. It's just a matter of how much can you turn it into production. Takeuchi in the righty batter's box sees a slider fall into the strike zone for strike 1. Takeuchi's been a mainstay all season long. He's played in 27 of YD's 31 games. A .247 hitter for the Sox, and the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a pop-up foul, first base side, out of play. And Takeuchi's down 0-2. Defensively, he's been as versatile as it gets. He's played all 3 outfield positions. Third base, second base, first. Chatterton comes set, working out of the stretch, looks home, and the 0-2. Sails high, lost control of a changeup. It forced the catcher, Marshall, to stand up.
Forced Armando Briseño to scurry back to the bag at first as well.
Briseño not a threat to run. He's got a two-step lead off first. And the 1-2. Briseño does take off, and Takeuchi smokes it to right center field. It's back, and it one-hops the wall. Briseño gets the wave around third. The throw comes into second, and Armando Briseño trots across the plate as Kevin Takeuchi's RBI double opens up scoring here in the first.
Fantastic swing by Kevin Takeuchi with 2 strikes. That's how you stay alive over the course of an at-bat. You fall behind 0-2. You get a rather non-competitive pitch on that next pitch, the one that got away upstairs, but then on the next offering, he saw one he liked, and he dealt with it. Nice opposite field swing. He's usually a pull hitter. He goes the other way that time and plates the first YD run.
It was a textbook hit and run executed by YD as Jace Tharnish is in the righty box looking to keep this inning going. He swings away at the first pitch he sees and pops a fastball foul out of play off to the first base side. Tharnish is also a returner from the 2025 squad, much like Armando Briseño. Hit over 300 with the Sox last summer and took his talents to Kentucky, where he hit over 350 for the Wildcats. Chatterton looking back to second, now comes home with the 0-1, and Tharnish takes in the dirt for ball 1. This is what makes YD so difficult. Went 2 up, 2 down, but as soon as a 2-out runner gets on, this inning, or any inning when YD does that, tends to spiral.
It's been a few days since, obviously, weather circumstances, you could argue, are the reason why, at least to some degree, but it has been a couple of days since YD had the big inning. We'll see if they can put a little something together here with 2 outs.
Time was called behind the plate as Rick Force needed some new baseballs, and now Tharnish is back in the box and sees a called strike on a changeup. It's 1-2. The last real big inning that YD had was right back here at Veterans Field, a 7 spot in the 4th inning. Those were the only 7 runs of the game for YD.
That was their biggest inning of the season.
1-2. Chatterton looks back to second, now comes home, and Tharnish swings through a changeup. It was below the zone. Second strikeout of the inning from Chatterton, and it retires the side, but not before Kevin Takeuchi's RBI double scores Armando Briseño in a mini 2-out rally for YD. The Sox take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the first at Veterans Field.